harvest God gave us. Beautiful. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Denver Community Garden videos. As promised, we're here at the carrots today. We're going to do a short harvest video like we did last time. I've got another long form video coming out pretty soon. I just got to get it recorded and everything. We've got a lot of stories that have been happening already through the garden this year. So we've got our carrots here that are ready to come out. So I figured I'd go ahead and do a video on getting these out of here and let y'all see the harvest and see about what God's gonna do through these things. So thought we'd bring you along on the carrot harvest, and like I said, there's more videos to come. I want to tell some of the stories that God's doing through this garden in another video, but we'll get to that at another time. So let's jump right in. So this bed is just completely full. I can't remember the variety of carrots that we did here, but I'm just looking through here and we have got some massive carrots in here. Looks like our plant date was again just like our radishes. We've got 3/8 on there, so we'll know that for next year and be able to make sure and get another harvest just like this one with that. But excited to jump in on these, so we'll just take it as it goes. There's our first one, pretty nice size. Like I said, I'll try not to talk the whole time, but y'all hear some of the birds chirping, and oh my goodness. We did have some scarlet nans, the smaller varieties. I think that green, all these greens, they'll be all this green on the top, letting us know how good that soil is. We've tried some of the new yellow bag soil this year to see if it made a difference, and I think that's variety type there. This is one of the small ones. Yeah. I might leave some of the ones that take some more time in there. There's one little grouping of carrots. These are not the biggest carrots I've ever seen, but just out of that one little grouping, we might be. I planted them a little bit too close on that one. Even though they're kind of small, they'll still be good in a salad, and I think we're just getting started on them. I might leave some of them smaller ones. Like I said, I think that's a variety. I think that was as big as that one was going to get. We got plenty more to go. It's a nice size there. We did, I don't know if y'all saw in the teaser video, I had a picture of the rabbit that's found the carrot bed. So he got him a little gully in there. He's been hanging out in. I don't think he's actually damaged any of the carrots though. Those will be some really good ones. So we've learned through our time here, the main thing you want to do whenever you're harvesting carrots is get those greens off as quickly as possible, because they say whenever you harvest all the moisture, if you harvest it and the moisture uh, instead of staying in the carrot where you want it, if you leave it out with the green still on it, all the moisture will go up and suck back into the leaves and take all your moisture from the carrot. So that might be the best one there so far anyway. And volunteers did a great job with these. Carrots are hard to grow sometimes, so that's one right beside the gully with the rabbit there. That's a lot of top, not a lot of carrot. I'll just pull out this full grouping right here. Those carrot seeds are so tiny. You just never know. We did space them, but that's going to be some good eating right there. I see some really big ones over there. I'm going to switch the camera view, and we'll get over there and get those out. Pretty good haul for about fourth of the bed. I realize the carrot harvest is not the most exciting thing in the world, but to us it is. It's a testament to what God's doing through this garden. We just, as I said in the introduction, we are just always so in awe of what He is doing and the harvest that He's given us. It reminds me of a verse or a story in the Bible about abundance. Whenever I think about the abundance of strawberries that we have, or just these carrots, for instance, look at that. That might be the winner right there. If y'all have heard of the story in John 21, where one of my favorite stories in the Bible is after resurrection, Jesus keeps appearing to His disciples. And John gives us this masterful story about Jesus keeps showing up. So in John 20, it talks about how He's shown up to Mary, shown up to the disciples again and again. He had to come again for Thomas. But in John 21, the disciples this is post-resurrections. Peter is maybe discouraged and says he's going to go back to what he knows. He's going to go back to fishing. So he tells the other disciples, "I'm going fishing." They all say, let's go. We're going. So when he does that, they all go with him. They're out there all night and they don't catch anything. So I think that's a specific thing. So they're out there all night. They're experienced fishermen. They know what they're doing. They go all night without catching anything. They get a call from the shore, ask them if they have caught anything. He said, no. Like I said, these are experienced fishermen. Jesus says, put your net out on the right side. So they do it. And it says in the scripture that they have so much fish that they can't even get the nets pulled up. later on in the story, we see that Jesus has kept the nets from breaking. So there was so much harvest that he was giving them, just an abundance of more than they could imagine. They were professional fishermen. They were going to know what to do with this stuff. They were going to be able to eat it. They were going to be able to sell it. This was a huge blessing. And Jesus wanted them to have it. He kept the nets from breaking, as we read. But the cool thing about this story in John, like I said, John is masterfully tells stories, so you could dive deep into his book in pretty much every verse. But I think what John is saying in this story is, I think it's verse 12, where he talks about what happens whenever the disciples learn it's Jesus. I think this is the point of the story. Here they have this big, huge harvest of fish, more than they've probably ever caught in their entire life. And one of the disciples, John, says to Peter, "That's the Lord up on the beach." So the cool part of my favorite part of this whole story is when Peter learns that it's Jesus on the beach, even though this is the greatest abundance of food that they will ever seen probably, what does he do? Those fish take second place pretty quick. They're able to, he puts his cloak back on, they're close to shore, and he goes straight for Jesus. So I think John is telling us in this story that whenever we get these massive harvest, that we can, all these things are temporary. The big goal, the main thing is Jesus, the presence of Jesus. So like I said, John, I think, put this story at the end to say one thing. Again, like in John 20 and John 21, we've got Jesus showing up over and over and over and over. Just letting the disciples know that his presence is still here. He's still with us. Even though he went to the cross and died for us, he's still right here with us, and wants us to have abundance. But the main abundance that we need to worry about is his presence. So he's always here. We can always go to him. Even when we get amazing harvests like this, we still understand that this stuff is temporary. Jesus' presence is all we need in this life. So I know I didn't do a great job of telling that story, but I would recommend going and reading it and just think about it as what abundance is. How has Jesus shown up in your life? His presence is always there, and he wants it. He wants us to be with him. So, just amazing. These carrots are unbelievable. We got some crazy ones every once in a while. But, wow, amazing. All right, we got all the tops cleaned off of them, washed pretty good. Anybody got any guesses on? I got it zeroed out for the bucket. Anybody got any guesses on the carrots? All right, here goes. Almost 6 pounds. Beautiful bright carrots. I had to hop right in and show y'all the sweet gem peas I talked about in the last video. They're still rocking and rolling. I thought the heat was going to take them out, but they're still going. We probably got another pound or two of them. And again, I highly recommend these. Not something as popular as normal stuff, but so good. Just pop them off like that. Top and bottom off, you can just chomp them right down. They're so good. We have a cool God story with these. A family got to take part in some and brought them home to the kids, and kids loved them and was asking for more. And the person that got them sauteed them and put a bunch of spices on there. They looked so good. So, like I said, another video coming up where I'll share a little bit more insight on the community impact that God's given us. So, just wanted to hop in and show you the peas. Next, y'all get you some for next year. Sweet Gem Peas from MI Gardener. Oh my goodness, I've never seen anything like that in the world. All this green and perfect soil, and weeds still found a way to grow in there. This harvest is unbelievable. These carrots are just, oh, and the smell. They're so good. Got double out of that one. Another one of those small varieties. A couple winners towards the back here, I'll say. Just excited to see stories that come out of these harvests. I haven't tasted one of these yet, but I know they're going to be good because I can smell the carrot smell. Whole lot of green, not a lot of carrot on that one. I'm almost done. We'll get these out and cut those greens off like I was talking about. Get those out quick, and oh, look at that guy. get them cleaned up, and we take all these to a food center where people are allowed to pick what they want. If somebody likes carrots, they're going to have a heaping helping of them. There we go. I don't know if I'm still in the frame yet, but this is the last one. I'll get y'all some weight. We're going to weigh it. Like I said, we weigh everything just for the simple fact that we can brag on God with the harvest, because He's given it to us, and we thank Him for it. So, be right back with post-harvest, get them all cleaned up, and get y'all some video of that. Thank y'all for joining us.